All right, welcome guys. So this is the training that we are talking about. So we're starting the first training today. So it's organized by BlueSKY Citadel, which is a non-profit educational institution sponsored by the City of God, RCCG City of God in Crayford. It's a free online course. So we do a lot of free online courses actually, but this is basically software testing on that we're going to focus on. So introduction. So like I said, this is from BlueSKY Citadel. So it's a arm of RCCG City of God, and we basically provide educational materials and also train people. It's in order to empower everyone in the community, in business, and also in their careers. So we got different tutors. They are all volunteers actually. So, and we've been doing this for many years now. So based on success stories, our courses become popular. So then we started to do online trainings for people. So, and so myself that is talking to you, Deji Ogunlaja. So yeah, I worked as a software tester for many years. So I've led different teams in different organizations, and I've worked in investment banks, energy, insurance, and also even in trading. So and also financial. So yeah, as you can see, I I cannot do different testing roles, technical QA manager, test leads for the likes of HSBC, for the likes of Gazprom, and also yeah, different company anyway. So, and I started my career as a developer. So, and before I moved to QA, so and since then I've been doing QA. So I'm kind of specialized in two areas in terms of test framework, Java and C#. So, and that is me on a nutshell. So, and also another person that's going to take us is Patricia. So, and she's got also many years also in commercial software testing using Java and also C#. So she's worked in different organizations across insurance, pension, and also public sector. So, and yeah, led different teams also. So if you can Google her name, so you can link up with on LinkedIn. The another tutor is Temi Shodende also, now currently working with Capgemini, and yeah, she is also vast in software testing. So, and right now doing consultancy with Capgemini. So also we have several volunteers actually working with us. So, and yeah, and we kind of continue to get more people to help us because I think the work is becoming bigger. So now, in terms of this training, so what exactly are you going to see? One is going to be a weekly online training. So weekly online training. So, and it's going to be on a Thursday. This is happening on a Wednesday because tomorrow we got lucky because we've been nominated for an award at Bexley Council. So that's why we are not having this meeting tomorrow. So instead of Thursday, we're having on a Wednesday. So we will be nominated for an award by Bexley Council. So we're going there tomorrow. So, but normally it's going to be on a Thursday, 8 to 10. So it's going to be 2 hours every week. So we plan to do like 3 months. So I'll tell you how this is going to go. And also, we the last time we did this training, we found issues because it was basically automation training. We focused on basically on automation. So, and we found that there's some other guys that attended the training and they haven't got any experience in software testing at all. And some of them have not even got any experience or knowledge. So they kind of struggle a bit. So, because we didn't teach more of manual testing. So based on the feedback, we tried to do manual testing also as kind of 2 weeks, just like a crash course for manual testing. So, but we know that that 2 weeks is not enough for manual testing. So we're going to do extra classes for manual testing. So for the next 2 weeks, we're going to teach manual testing on a Thursday, but there will be an extra class on a Tuesday. So for those people that are interested in manual testing, so the Thursday 2 weeks one is going to be theory, and there will be practical part on a Tuesday. So okay, so and there will be certification, there will be internship, also workshop, and I'll talk about the content also. So like I said, yeah, the manual testing part is 2 weeks intensive manual testing course actually. So starting from November 14th, which is today, so and then up to November 29th, so 2 weeks of that. So, and it's going to be 8 to 10 UK time, 8 to 10 UK time. And also there will be a month of practical manual testing course, which is going to happen on a Tuesday, every Tuesday, 8 to 9, 8 to 10. So which means that for people that are experienced in software testing, you don't need to attend this particular training. So you could as well just join me on December 6th for automation and API. So before now to December 6th, we're going to focus on manual testing, and it's going to be both theory and practical parts of manual testing. So by December 6th, we're going to start automation training. So after that, December 6th, we're going to do the automation for 12 weeks. So that is going to be like 24 hours of automation training. So which is means that it's going to be 2 hours per week. So, and then after that, we plan to do 2 weeks of API testing after the automation. So which is also going to be 4 hours in total on Thursday, 8 to 10. So then after that, there will be internship. The internship is going to start from January 3rd. So by December, I'll be sending the invite to everyone to apply. So application will be on participation during the class and also different things. So it's going to be for people that can commit 2 to 3 hours daily to a practical project, and it's an experience-based one. So there'll be mentoring, there'll be towards job application and also CV and everything. So it's not only automation that we're going to actually achieve there. So it's going to be towards you getting the job. The internship is not paid. So like I said, it's not paid. It's going to be free. So and it's going to be very, very intensive, to be honest. So if you cannot commit 2 to 3 hours daily to reach, don't bother to apply. So last year, I think it was kind of very, very. That's the last year. I think the last people that we trained was popular. So and they know it was very, very, very intense. Very, very. It's kind of what you're going to do day to day. So it's very, very intense. So I would advise, if you don't have the time, don't apply. Of course, we do give references because you're going to be working with a full company, UK company. So, and it's a registered company and with a live project. So, and yeah, we do give reference for the duration of the project. Okay, and also in terms of certification, we do advise our students to do certifications. So one of them is the IST QB Foundation in Software Testing. So, and you are meant to answer 40 questions, and the pass mark is 26. So this one of those questions that's very, very important. I mean, some of the certifications are very important, and they do ask for the other people that know it is very, very basic. So, and the workshop also, we do workshops. So one of the workshops that we do is for test environment setup. So for instance, I think the last training that we did was on Java. I know a lot of people struggle with having to set up Java, having to do Maven, and also IntelliJ setup, and also how to do my test engine and everything. It was kind of a struggle for a lot of people. So, but because of that, we do workshops to for people that are struggling. So they come and we could do that together. So there also we plan to do the same thing for this C Sharp, but I don't think there will be much of issues in setting up C Sharp with Selenium and everything, but we do envisage that there will be some issue, fitting issues there and there. So we will plan to put the workshop around January. So because the automation will start in December, in January we will do the workshop. I would advise you uh, maybe around January, December when that is going to happen. So also the workshop also we do CV reviews, interviews, preparation for interviews. So in one of our workshops, so if you are preparing for interviews, so this is another workshop that you should attend. So okay, for the automation, automation, so what's going to be the content? Is part, there's lots of things that we put in there. So as you can see, there's the first class we plan to do Selenium and SpecFlow introductions. So basically, what is TDD? Many people talk about TDD, test-driven development. What exactly is that? And kind of what it entails. SpecFlow as a BDD framework, we're going to talk about that. And what is Gherkin? I get people talking to me, even I have the same. What is Gherkin? Is what's different between Gherkin and SpecFlow? What is BDD? So that will be kind of introduction that we will focus on. So then also how to set up SpecFlow with Selenium in Visual Studio and how to configure that using your end unit. So we're going to also look into that. Then also SpecFlow basic. What are the basic things that goes into SpecFlows? Your given when, then your background, and the keywords that is used also in Gherkins. We'll cover everything like that, including everything that you need to know about SpecFlow feature files. So then we move to step definitions. How do you create your step definitions? What do you need to know for your step definitions that will come into play? Then now this is where it becomes interesting. So now you need to run your test. How do you run your test in Safari browser, in Chrome, in IE also? So using different browsers. So we're going to talk about that. So that we envisage that that should take 1 or 2 classes. So by class 1 and class 2, we should be able to do justice to that. There will be assignments, and there will also be things that you need to hand over. So by class 3 and 4, we expect to cover WebDriver commands. WebDriver commands in terms of navigation, how to type into the web, how to send your keys, how to inspect elements, all these things, how to find your elements using C#, how to check, how to work with checkboxes and radius, drop down, and multiple selects. So we plan to also look into tables and then tables in C#. So that is another thing that we need to. It will be very basic because there will be other things that we need to cover in class 5 and 6, which ties to that particular one. So, which is now how to use locators. Which type of locators do you need to use? Whether it's XPath, whether it's CSS, whether it's selector, whether it's CAS, class, or different ways that you can actually locate your elements, how you can find your elements. So, and how to use different tools, F12, Firebug, Firepath, different thing, and also element locator for WebDriver. So now we're going to look into that. Then another interesting part is the switches, alerts, pop-ups, windows. How do I switch to windows? How do I switch to alerts? Which is kind of going to advanced right now. Or how do you switch within frames if you are working with frames? Then how do I wait for element to come? What is implicit wait? What is explicit wait? How do you use your switch commands? And also different type of alerts, also on multiple windows. So that is what we plan to do in class 7 and 8. So then going to class 9 and 10, we now, before now, we're going to be using the traditional Selenium WebDriver. But in 7 and 8, we'll introduce a little twist to that. So, which is basically we're going to be using page object for that. I would advise, yeah, I'll try to make it simple, to be honest. So, in, sorry, 1 minute, I can, yeah, some people. So now, okay. So if you are joining in, so please mute your phone. I'll appreciate that. Thanks. So for class 7, 9 and 10, we want to focus on page object frameworks. So like I said, so how do you use your page factory? So catching lookup, optimizing page battery module. So there are different concepts right now. Do I need to do navigation, or do I just need to go into my web and use my URL directly? How can I make my application faster in terms of automation? How can I make my testing more reliable? Because people believe, and it's not actually believed, or UI testing could be brittle. But how can I make it less brittle? What are the techniques that you need to use? Those are the things that we want to focus in that optimization of your page object or not, also strategy in that. So that's our focus for class 9 and 10 to look into that. So that is kind of what we plan to do in this short session. So it's basically like introduction to what we plan to do in this one. So like I said, it's packed for automation. So we're going to first focus on manual testing for people that are interested in manual testing, and then we move to automation. So I'll say it's going to be very interesting 3 months. So, and I can tell you, a training like this will cost you like £1,000 to get outside. And I have been doing this for many years and with my team. So, and we've got testimonies of people that after the training, they changed their jobs. Some people from manual testing to automation, some people from different career to test.